Well, good day, and welcome to my second YouTube video. The first was sort of an intro into just playing around with what YouTube can do for me and presenting pretty much who I am. Now, that's not to say that all I do is parade around in exercise clothes and do exercise videos, although that does seem to happen a lot. But with that said, I am an online coach. I am a personal trainer, not only online, but also in my own business that I co-own with my partner, Krista, here where I live. And, but I also work with people on mindset and lifestyle, on motivation and mindset and positivity. And with that said, as a coach, I myself practice this every day. Every day. There is something that I'm doing every day to keep my mindset in line with where I want to go and who I want to be and how I want to improve myself. And it's certainly a challenging task. It's really easy to say, the steps of 1 through 2, 3, 4, 5, to see how you can, better yourself or reprogram limiting beliefs or thoughts you've had and mindset that you've had your entire life. I'm not young, but I'm definitely not old. So I'm turning 51 in 6 days, and changing how you've done something for the last 25 years or 30 years or even 40 years is really challenging. And you have to want to do it. You have to see that there are things that you could do better. And it's not to say that you're doing things wrong. There's a really awesome saying by one of my most favorite podcasters and YouTube video people, Abraham Hicks, of Esther and Jerry Hicks. And it is, you can never get it wrong and you will never get it done. So basically, don't worry about looking for the end all the time, and don't worry about being wrong. You're not wrong. You're learning every single day, and you're learning through mistakes or different roads that you've taken that maybe didn't, end up where you thought they would, but you're learning. You're learning because it's happening for you, not to you, but for you. Now, with that said, as a coach, we have, 4 to 5 basic fundamental things that we are supposed to do every day. And primary one, of course, exercise, nutrition, our mindset or our personal development, reaching out and connecting with people, of course, and acknowledging, whether it's yourself, having gratitude, appreciation, and open-mindedness of the things that you are accomplishing every day, no matter how small, or acknowledging those that you're working with and that are doing amazing things as they go through their journeys and as you're traveling with them. I recently did just a 5-day free group on mindset and motivation and drive, and just little tips and tricks. And I call them tricks, but I don't mean them like that. They're just those little things. They don't have to be huge things that you do every day. They could just be little things. Whether it's 10 minutes to yourself to listen to a podcast that you're interested in, 10 minutes of some kind of mindset or meditation. And no, I'm not a great meditator. However, I have learned that even 10 to 15 minutes, and I use the guided meditation clips that you can even find here on YouTube. They're wonderful. They're wonderful to use and listen to, and they really do help you. I do them first thing in the morning before I even get out of bed. I take that 10 to 15 minutes and just quieten myself, because it's really easy to get up and trip over yourself figuratively in the morning with all the things you're worried about and all the things that you feel you have to take care of, or the things that are hanging over your head that you don't know how you're going to fix, or how you're going to take care of, or how you're going to approach them. All those things that, life can really, get heavy on our shoulders. So with that said, in this mindset group that I did, we spent one day talking about, and I'm looking at a list here, a partial list of all the books that I've read in the last year to help with my own personal development in reprogramming the things that would have held me back or made me think negatively. And I have noticed I'm going to tell you pretty much 100% difference on how I look at things now. And I always was a fairly positive person, but you know, there are things you can get into circumstances that can really drag you down when it is hard to find your road out of that light at the end of the tunnel. And this whole exercise this past year of being in groups and being a coach, a life coach, a personal trainer, you know, an exercise enthusiast, you know, a fitness addict, I really have noticed a difference. And yes, the nutrition and the exercise help. Of course they do. Anytime you get your body moving and you feed your body well, you are going to feel better from the inside. Absolutely. And it will change how you look on the outside over time. But the biggest thing that I think, and the key thing, is what's here and how you look at things, how you approach things, how willing you are to get out of your comfort zone, to push away the beliefs or the things that you used to always do, those patterns, those habits that we get stuck in because they become comfortable for us. And when they're comfortable, well, you stay in them because any kind of change is scary. And we don't want to go into an uncomfortable situation because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to end. And we don't know if we're going to be successful. However, with that said, even just taking little steps into a little place that you've never been before, you don't have to make huge steps, just little ones. And a lot of that can happen just from reading something you've never read before from someone who might be able to show you a little different way to approach how you look at something, or even how you look at yourself. And being self-aware is hard. Looking inside and acknowledging why you're doing things, why you're feeling things, why you're reacting to things, and why you're behaving certain ways really is a hard thing to do, because pretty much everything that we react to every day isn't that thing or that person, it's us. There's triggers within us from years and years of how we live. And this isn't a bad thing, it's just who we are, we're wired. So finding out how to deal with those things or look through those things, reprogram yourself if that's what you want, then there are lots of ways to do that. So this is just the beginning of, you know, a few videos on working on mindset and looking at how, you know, how little things can help you. I think this is going to this is probably going to show up backwards, but this is one of my favorites. It's called Kiss That Frog. Brian Tracy and his daughter Christina Tracy Stein. And I'm going to put a couple of links in here, probably for this one, of the top 2 books that I would recommend that you read. And the nice thing is there's humor in them, there's empathy in them, there's tips, and there's ways to approach, you know, if you want to look at, you know, your mindset and the different types of things that you can do. I love Jen Sincero and You Are a Badass, and she is so humorous and so pithy and just brutally blunt, but at the same time so honest about her own journey and the things that she's gone through to get to where she is, as well as calling us all out on our own crap and the things that we need to kind of just, you know what, it's time to throw that limiting belief away. It's time to reprogram. It's time to move ahead. It's time to make a change. And accepting that, not as something bad, but it just is something that we can, you know, offer ourselves to really open up what our future could be. So with that said, I'm going to make the huge attempt to put in the proper links to show you the two main books that I like for this video. I will add some other links and books in the upcoming videos. I really hope you enjoy it. I hope that this can help just in your thought process of how you may be able to move ahead and make some changes for yourself, or even just to start to think about it, because every little bit that you do for yourself is invaluable, because you are unique. There's only one you, and you need to look after that person. So I hope you enjoy this. I do appreciate you watching. Please, you know, if you feel that you would like to subscribe, I'm going to build this library up, and I'd love to improve with your help, telling me on the things that you do and don't like, or the things that you'd like to see expanded to, and that would be great. So I appreciate it, and you know what? See you in the next video. So enjoy.